moved it all the way around. It's not supposed to be there. There we go. There we go. Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? How was everybody's? Well, I still want to say Halloween. I don't want Halloween. I want, what do I want? I want Thanksgiving. That's what it was. Halloween. Jeez. What are we doing? I don't even know what we're doing. Do you know what we're doing? I don't know what we're doing. I think tonight we're going to launch the Wizard. I'm trying to break it right now in the background. You don't even know it, but I'm sitting here trying to break it. If I could have AI Todd do this part of it, well then that's what we do because I'm sitting here trying to break this on the back end of things, and yeah, 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 that's what we're doing. And really, it's not breaking. It's more massaging because we've had so many different levels going on. Let me turn on comments to make sure that everybody can see me, hear me, do all that, so we can get that rocking and rolling in here, and we can turn them on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Because I believe that I might be in the wrong location. I thought I was in the right location for that crystal, but maybe not. Then that could be very well while it's not there, which, hey, kind of happens sometimes, right? You ever do that? Where you're going down something, a rabbit hole, and you're not 100% sure, and you're on a different rabbit hole, and then it doesn't work the way you want it to. So I'm not necessarily really dragging on, but maybe I sort of am because I'm just seeing if I can make this work here. And right now it looks like maybe not because that's their public. Remember, mine is different than yours, Crystal. Anyway, the long story that's going to be short is the version I have is not the version that you guys will have. You guys will have the most up-to-date version on it because we found some fixes in it, and now I should be able to fix it. But we'll be able to give you the gist of it. Now, check in. Let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me? First up, make sure to go like, subscribe, share. Share, share, share. We want to get as many people here as we can. What are we doing tonight? We're launching the Wizard 2026 Pro Edition subscription. Yes, it is a subscription service. Yes, we'll go over how this is all going to work. Yes, we will go over the new updates for it. Yes, we will talk about what happens with future updates. Yes, I'm going to do my best to answer all of your questions and give you a walkthrough of this. So you let me know. Are you ready to go? Are you excited? What are you? Uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes. Let me know. Let me know in the comments there. All right. Jose, good afternoon to you, my friend. Jocelyn, hello. Happy Tuesday. All days for my internet to have problems. Well, that's great because this is on YouTube and you can go back and watch it all the time. So you don't have to worry about it. Oh, Eric, sorry you're not feeling well, but Eric, you could be prime candidate for this right now because I'm sure people are going to ask questions and you, my friend, have a lot of knowledge. So maybe that'll cheer you up. It cheers me up sometimes. Rich, hello to you. We're here. We're here. Like I said, we were working on this right up until right now, still in the background. Crystal's testing stuff out, so it's there. And hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, except for you, Eric. Hope your Thursday was good. Eric's Thanksgiving was last month, right? That's what he tells me every time. And so we're there with it. Pasha, good evening to you. Betty, hey crew to you. Sweetheart 960, hello to you. And Jamie, hello. And where else are we there? Alania, hello to you. And let's see, Rich, we got that Rich Ford. Let's see, Jocelyn, there's that. Debbie, hello to you. And Betty, there's that. Hi to Pilar, and everybody's getting Pilars in for it. Larry, thanks for checking in. Claire, good to see you. Cedric, good to see you, sir. Chalk Creek, good to see you. Been missing you all. Hey, you know where to find us. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time right here for me. And then we do this Tuesday with Todd. We do this every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pilar does Hall of Fame on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So now it just sounds, I feel like we're missing somebody doing a live. Crystal, maybe it's time for Crystal to do a live or so. Let's see. Keith, thanks for checking in from the sunny Space Coast in Florida. It's not, see, it's dark there. Don't lie to me. It's dark there right now. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Hey, let's see as we're scrolling through here for it. Tim, good morning. Good morning. How about good afternoon or good evening? The phone shows which one are you watching on? This one or that one? Show vertical, show horizontal, so we know which one's on that. Michelle, you haven't missed anything yet. We're still going through. We're still going through everything with it. Let's see. Did I miss something with Michael? Miss Michael. What did I miss? Oh, right there. It's been a crazy year. My wife had a stroke back in July, and I've been preoccupied. Michael, that's tough because it affects everybody differently, right? Some people, our neighbor, we hear talk to him, and he's like, "I had a stroke," and we're like, "What? Like, we didn't even know this." And he's like, "Yeah, it was a mild one." It's crazy how that can affect different people. George, good evening to you, my friend. Yes, we can hear and see. All right, all right, all right. I love it, love it, love it. Busy printing, fighting with your printers. Yes, George, we all know that. Printing, fighting with the printers. Um, the Wizard Design voucher, I assume that doesn't stack on current sales. For the digital designs, yeah, because we'll go over everything that is there for it. Absolutely. We're 100% going to show that for you. And here's the thing, we'll talk about what that means for uh, Wizard 5 and what that means going forward with it, because there are some things that you do not have to upgrade, but you do have to make sure that you get a standalone version of Corel, because if not, when Corel upgrades come March, then 5 will not work with the newest version of it. So that's something to consider, to make sure that you have that standalone version of it for you. Tim's watching me on the iPad sideways. Uh, we'll be here, Michael. We'll be here. We'll be here for you. It's always sunny, even in the dark. I love the way you think, Keith. I love the way you think right there. Will you come on, Kim? You know how this works. We gotta drag it on just a little. I mean, the last Wizard was 2018, I believe, January of 2018 in Impressions Expo. Pilar, correct me if I'm wrong, but that would mean we're just shy of 5, 6, 8 years. 8 years. 8 long, long years. So yeah, that seems like quite a bit. So why don't you say we go into kind of what we'll talk about, you know, um what some of the stuff is first, and then we can show it. All right. How does that sound for it? Does that make the most sense, or do we need, you tell me. You guys just want me to dig in and make some stuff work for it, or how do we need to do it? Because I think there's different parts of it that we kind of need to see, right? Because it doesn't mean anything if you can't see it, right? Like right off the top of the head, libraries have changed. We'll be able to have like expanded vinyl libraries. I think there's 40 included in there, up from 14, plus the ability to add your own. New rhinestone color libraries. So for diamond cut, Korean low lid, rhinestones, and there's a new right click edit dialog button. There's also updated pricing tools to support those new libraries. There is, let's see, the export feature, I think hands down is my favorite feature. And I think the other one is not being connected to OneDrive. So we've been able to go around with that. Now, I'm sure you guys want to get into it. So let me share the screen. I'll share the screen and then you can get in there for it. And so we'll get right into it. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. Whizzy whiz, whizzy whiz. All right. Now, that will hide the X. You don't need to see that part of it. Like typical, when we come into Corel, we click on our TRW globe, and what do we get? There is the wizard. Oh, look at that. The Design Wizard Pro 2026. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the left-hand side, and we're going to work our way to the right side. All right? How does that sound? Does that sound good? We'll work our way over from it. So what does that mean? Well, we're going to click on the first things that happen and see what we can break and go from there, because I've been breaking bad. I'm not over here making, crystal meth or anything, but we've been breaking it. I've been finding the things, the girls have been finding things. So in fact, before we even get started on this, everybody give a big shout out, a big round of applause to Pilar, Crystal, Shelby. We have been crushing it in the background. And, I knew this was a huge undertaking. That was the goal when we took over the company. I said the only way this succeeds is by turning the wizard into the subscription. Otherwise, we got to do away with it. It costs entirely too much money to manage and maintain to not see a return on it, and that's what we needed to happen. So my goal was October. October did not happen, and then November. Right? And November did happen because we got it in the hands of our Hall of Fame group first. So they were able to go through what did they find? What did we break with it? What can we do with it? And so they were able to take care of that for us. And now, general public. So a little over time, but I figure for what we did, I am super happy for everything that we have. And I think we can get right into it, right? So first up, right here, we got this little arrow now. What's this arrow for? What do you think this arrow's for? Well, hey, how about we select from some different things in here? The diamond cut. Oh, there's the colors of diamond cut. Oh, diamond machine cut. Oh, there's colors for diamond machine cut. Oh, Korean low lead. Oh, there it is for there. And we got our basic rhinestones for our basic rhinestone colors, everything in there. Now, that may not seem like a lot to some people, but that is huge for other people to have the different libraries set in here. Now, something I want you to think of now that we're launching this and we are going rock and roll style, and we're going to be doing updates often with it as we get new colors, as we get new swatches. I say at least a quarterly update of things that are going to happen in it, but it could even be faster than that. It could be, hey, yep, we added this feature to it. Now it's here. It's good to go. So as we add new colors, they'll be in here. We just do a new re-download and you'll be set with it. And Pilar and Crystal, if I noticed anything, could you place yourself in the bottom right-hand corner? Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Because for the most part, yeah. That's easy. See, that's easy. And then we'll keep this right here in the center so we can go through it. Now, there's going to be a time when I take away the comments, because when the dockers pop up over here, they're going to be behind the comments. So that way we'll want to make sure that we have everything there. But we have I just do a blank, the rhinestone library that's here. So each one of those on it. Now, what's even more fun, I think, about this is if we right click on this, holy smokes, you can add your own rhinestones to it. So as we look at this, excuse me, you can put in the name of the rhinestone. You can put in the RGB factors of it. So you can put everything in here and add it to it. So you can add your own rhinestones to it. If you're not buying rhinestones from us, whatever, fine. That hurts my soul, but I understand. You can go ahead and add them in here. So if you have a custom stone, custom color, something we don't offer, you can go ahead and add them in there. The other thing is we can come in here and on pricing. So on pricing in the rhinestone library, we can decide what our pricing is. So we can put in for like this amethyst. All right, SS6 gross. All right, well, if we buy 100 gross, it's 55. Well, what if we only buy 10 gross and it's 552? We can put that in here. So we can change all of this in here so you can get a really accurate count on what your pricing is on things. Pretty cool, because we know pricing matters on a lot of this for it. It was pretty um, not one of those things where it's like, oh man, we really need that. But it was one of those things that once it was added, it was like, oh yeah, we really did need that. So on the rhinestone side of things, that's pretty cool. Like I said, being able to switch between the different stone types in here, and then having the different colors that go along with them. Now, um, Pilar and Crystal, if you guys have any, if I'm missing anything, either ping me or jump in StreamYard and let me know in the back end, or if you come in here with it, because I'm gonna leave comments unless I see something really, like, because they are coming in here. If I miss something, that way we can go over it and see it. So I'm not missing anything, right? So we'll have our different sets here with it. Now, as we go through, we have we have a couple fun things with this in our text effects. Where's Michelle? I need Michelle to be here. Because we did fix the ability where you can take a text effect and create a custom text effects off it. So that one didn't even know it needed to be fixed, and we fixed that. But in this center section here, if we go to export, here is my favorite feature. All right. Gone are the days of putting it in here and selecting AI and then export, and then coming back and selecting PNG and export, and EPS and export, and CDR and export, and PDF and JPEG and all of this. All right. Gone are the days of this. Now, if we come in here and we're just going to go, hi, crew, just, a fun, just basic, nothing crazy here with it. I'm going to move that here. I'm going to just dump this right here so you can see next to it. We can come in and we can select all of them. And what it's going to do is, first off, we want to select where the export folder is. So you can decide where you want that to be, whether you want it to live on your computer, on Dropbox, cloud, wherever that is, you get to select what that is. And you can come in and select everything that you want it to go as. So what does this mean? If you are a digital designer, this is the ticket, because you no longer do you have to go back and individually do this. You could do it all right here. So we're going to go, this is the 12 to 25 test folder, right? And then all we have to do is just hit export, right? And it's going to do its thing, and it's going to bloop bloop, and then see that popped up down here. It said that it was exported. So what does that mean? Where did it go? What did it do? So I'm going to go into where I have stored at is, where did we have it stored at? Let's see where it was stored at. We had it stored at, there it is. It's in our downloads. So in our download folder, I'm going to open that up and you can see where everything is. Select test folder and ta-da! Oh, why is it not showing? Why is it not showing? It should be showing. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Oh, cancel. Oh, that's why. That's why. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm coming back in. I'm trying to do too much here at the same time. You ever have that? Where you're like, what's going on? We just gotta rock and roll with it. And I hear on the other side that things are beeping. So I gotta figure out why they're beeping on that side for me. All right, here it is. Now, let me slide this over here and you guys should have it on the screen. Perfect. So 1225, it was saved to our downloads. That's what we named that. And now here is every one of those files. So there's the PDF of it. There's the Corel Draw file of it. There is the JPEG of it, the PNG, the SVG, the EPS, and the AI file. All right there. One click. One click took care of it all. So if you're a digital designer and someone's like, I don't necessarily understand what that means. If you're somebody who creates digital files and sells them on Etsy, this is a great resource for that, because you don't have to go back and forth on it. Excuse me, and keep the what's the word I'm looking for? The time savings. I attribute a lot of what we do to money versus time. And the best way I can do it is, it's $120 an hour to run our shop. So that means it's, $2 a minute. Now, by doing this, if that saved me 2 minutes, it saved me $2. Now, if I do, let's say even just one file a day, Monday through Friday, that saves me what? What's that save me? 5 days, 2 minutes. It saved me 10 minutes, right? My time's valuable, $2 a minute. I got $20 back. I do that 4 weeks, 20 times four, $80. $80 I saved, which pays for the wizard. So when we look at this stuff, I attribute everything to time. So you can see it all saves everything right here and there, and you're good to go with it. Name does the folder that you want and creates the folder name. Everything's the same for it. Matches up. Pretty simple. Pretty damn cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That to me, especially over the last probably 3 months of playing with it, has been super duper important to me, because the amount of time that it saved for us. That time, that time, that time. I'm telling you, that is what the wizard is. The wizard is like having an employee that doesn't call in sick, that shows up when you need to, that is just there for you. And it is a time saving thing. I know that there's frustration about going to a subscription service, and we'll get into what the subscription service, actually entails. But when we look at it is, if it's $1 a month or if it's $500 a month, whatever it is you're paying for, whatever subscription, whatever products you're bringing in, does it save you more than it costs you? Because that's what employees do, right? In essence, employees should be making us money, so the wizard should be too. So can it save us money? And when we look at, if it's $100 a month, and it's not, but I'm using that, and it's $2 a minute to run our shop, does it save us, at least an hour of time a month? Absolutely, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, it saves us that time for it. I'm going to see. Crystal sent me something, so I'm going to look and see. Oh, Crystal said it worked. Woohoo! So I'm still there. And Crystal's, I'm still breaking files to see what we saw earlier will work. So that way it's there. And yes, who said that? Darks, can they go to a specific folder rather than download? Absolutely. You can put them wherever you want them to. So you are able to make it. You're able to make it work with whatever files, or excuse me, you are able to put it wherever you want it to. And like I said, ours is in downloads. If you wanted it in your Dropbox or you wanted it somewhere else, 100% you can change where it goes to. And you do that by, if you hit this folder button right here, it'll bring up where you want it to go to. And of course it's bringing it up on the other one, but you can set where you want it to go. If you want it to go to, your documents, your desktop, wherever, you're able to 100% go in there and change that for it. Okay. So with that, when we look at this, as we go through these, that is, I'm going to bring in, let's see, I'm going to bring in, what do I want to bring in? Because I want to show you something else here in the mock-ups. And let's see, we're going to bring in, what are we going to bring in? Where are you at? Because I have something, I think fun, but I'm not 100% sure if it's right here because I thought I had it here. And I'm really looking at, I don't know, maybe 30 different things that we were rolling out today. So I'm seeing which one is which with it. So that way I know that we're good to go. Yeah. That's one that we're going to bring in for it. So cool. All right. Now that I know I have that for it, we're going to bring this guy in here and then we'll be good to go because we're going to do a mock-up with it. So this is what I was working on earlier. And of course, we're doing this will be released here this week or so. We think we're good to go with it. But Rhinestone Design here, and this is what I'm going to show you where we can change up some different things with it. First off, normal wizard, we can come in here, we can change the size to where we need it to be. So left click resize, right click replace. Boom, there it is. Okay, we're at where we need to be on it. Now, I think we're good on all the colors: red, white, green, Christmas, nurse, right? We're good to go on all of those right here. When we go this, and this is we call this the Pilar. All right, we're calling this the Pilar. I'm going to move this right here so we can see a little better. When we go to our mock-up, where it is, our mock-ups right here, there's this great little button right here for details. And I'm going to show you what that means. So we've got our quick product here, just women's burnout shirt front. We're going to go ahead and we're going to click on this. And as long as everything is working correctly, we're going to have a little fun pop-up that is going to come up here. As long as it's coming correctly, and I didn't break anything. I did break it. I thought I did it. Dang. All right. Yeah. We'll just go back to page 1, and we'll make sure that this is gone. Now I'll select it all. Now I'll come back and do it. Then we'll be good because it's trying to simulate something that wasn't stone. So it's like, I'm not sure what to do with this, buddy. So now it'll be good. It's simulating the stones. It's given us the details on it. Did somebody say nurse? I know, Jerry. So here's what we got, right? Oh, because I didn't change the colors. I didn't change the colors of it. That's what we need to do. We need to go back and change the colors of it. And you're going to find things like this where sometimes things, kind of don't always work the way you want to, especially when you're live, which is fine. So we're going to come over here. We're going to fix this. We're just going to come over here. We've got one of our crystals selected. So I'm going to left click for all the same color. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change that to crystal. So we know that that's crystal. I'm going to grab the red. I'm going to come over here in the wizard. And right here at the top, I'm going to once again left click for same color. And then we're going to change that to red cyan. Yes, we are. And then we're going to come down here. We're going to unlock the green one. And we're going to grab the green. And we're going to do the same thing. We are going to left click for same color. We are going to choose emerald. Now we should be cooking with far. We should be. All right. Now, simulate stones, details, click the image. We should be good to go. Let's cross our fingers. So that way everything will come together. And there it did. So I'm going to take this to like an off black so we can see that. We're going to change this to a gray right there. So that was a little there. Now, here's our shirt. It simulated the stones. So you can see those. Ooh, look at those pretty guys. Look how pretty it's going to turn out to be. And when we come down here, it gives us our size. 10.5 inches tall by 7.18 inches wide. But most importantly, look at this right here. Woo, I'm going to slide over right there. What do we have here? It tells us our stone count. It tells us what we need. This is what we're talking about, where you're able to get information like that. That was once available, but then when did it go away? Did it go away it went away when 5 came, didn't it? Pilar will let us know for sure. She's usually pretty good on top of that stuff for us. So this design uses 115 crystal SS10s, 500 SS10 emeralds, and 51 SS10 red cyan. So pretty cool on how that all is for it. But like I said, these are things that just those little things, right? Those little things that matter because it wasn't there for you before. Now, as we continue on our journey, because like I said, we're working our way from left to right, and once again, Crystal Pilar, if I am missing anything or leaving anything out, or I skipped anything, because I'm trying to remember, I'm trying to go through and put it all in here where we had the rhinestone libraries, where we can show that we can add those to it, and the multiple colors with it, and the pricing with it. So we have the left-hand side of it. Let me get a drink here. Now, for some of those, they have a lot of stuff. I mean, what do you mean by stuff, Todd? Well, I know you don't buy all your vinyl from us, and I know that you have bought a boatload of vinyl from us prior to this. And I know it was difficult to just try and figure out what that color was on things. So guess what? The same thing over here, same thing right here. We click on that button, look at all of our choices now. Whether it's the Shemika Fashion HTV, the Colored Magic Foil, the Color Spark Adhesive Vinyl. So that's AV, adhesive vinyl. So we've got that in the glitter texture, the glow in the dark, the holographic, the metal, the opal, the pattern, the permanent, the reflective, the temperature color change, the UV color change. And I know you're saying, oh, why, oh, why are you showing us this if you're no longer carrying it? Well, there's a chance that we could still be carrying some of this. And we know that you also have a lot of it. So we want to make sure that these are on here for it. So you can go through and you can click any of them, like, Color Spark HTV Opal. There's the colors for it. Now, what does this mean? All right. Well, let's just make a box. Let's go back to page 1. Right, page 1. We're going to keep this on the side so you can see it. And we're just going to make a box. Well, now we can come in and change that. And look, as we hover over, it tells us what that was: the Lemonade Opal. That's the Paradise Opal. That's the Peacock Opal. That's the Unicorn Opal. And so you have them all here to be able to use in the designs. But where does that really come in handy at? Well, let's say we wanted to take this and turn it into a car decal, right? Well, we're going to take that green and let's say we're going to select them all, right, by the size, and we want them to be this oval. Look at that. Changes it. Changes it. And it's hard to see the pattern. You want to know why? Because you're just getting a little piece of it right here. So you'd weld all of this and do that. But now you're able to show off those designs with it. So as we go through that, there's all the color spark in here. There's the FDC stuff in here for the glitter vinyl, the sign vinyl, the wall vinyl, the Caesar brick, the dynamic, the easy patterns, the easy weave, the electric. Like for the most part, I always not the easy patterns, but those are cool. Look, we got the easy patterns on here, so you're able to create your patterns from these, and a lot of these we still have available too. Just throwing that out there for you. But if we come in here and I mostly work in these two palettes, is I work in the Caesar glitter. So when I want to make something glittery, I use that. And then I am in the Caesar Easy Weed right here. Now, I haven't, before we go further, I haven't given you guys pricing. I haven't given you guys links. I haven't did any of that. And I know the girls are working very hard in the comments. So hard that I'm not 100% paying attention to comments because they are rocking and rolling with us. But when you sign up for it, you need to select the recurring. There's a drop down. And we'll go through that when we go through the ordering process of how this works so you'll be able to see it. Make sure you hit that drop down. Otherwise, if you don't, when your subscription is up, guess what's going to happen? It's going to say you can't use this anymore because you only bought a month of it. So that's why you need to make sure to select the recurring with it. So we have all of our patterns. Now, like I said, I mostly do everything, even when designing in general, I use my easy weed colors for everything. And then I'll switch over to the glitter. So I still love being able to do both of these for it on it. So you can see, because even there, like the strip flock, yep, we'll use that. So any of our Caesar products, because we do use a lot of them, we'll be able to come in, pull it for what it is, be able to see, do the things, make the stuff happen, and that case for it. So you do use it to its fullest. Use it to show what the stuff is actually going to look like. I said, for the most part, easy weed stuff in there for it, and yeah, and that part, forgot what I was going to say. To be honest with you, I was a little there. The same thing applies over here. If there's something that you have that is not on here, it's as simple as right clicking here and adding the name on it. It's that simple. That's all you got to do is just bloop, put it right in there. What's the width? What's the length? What did it cost you? That's all you got to do. Pretty simple to make happen on things. All right. Now, what else do we have on here? We probably have, what would you say, Pilar Crystal? Four other things in the works. New magic layers are in the works for it, right? We've already got the export feature that we've talked about, so we know that that's fine there with it. Oh, something else on the export. Somebody had asked me about it. Yes, if you are running a Spangle machine or a CAMS machine and you need to export for Hotfix Era or Gemmaster, you are able to. I just retested this out today um, on the CAMS machine, and it worked out fine. Also, on Corel versions, you can go all the way back to version 15 if you need to backwards save to something. I learned this early on when I was doing file work and doing things, and had Pilar and Crystal take a look at it. I was using the newest version and they weren't, and I was saving. I'm like, oh, it's a good thing we have the wizard because then I can just save right there and do it back that way with it. So I'm going to say the bee's knees, right? So we could go there. So um, we have where was I before with that? I was going with it. We got the export option. Oh, the other things that are coming up. We know there's some magic layers coming up. There could be a pricing calculator coming up. There could be, what else was there? Because we already know the fonts. Name drops will be going over. Overlays are coming. So those are ones that are coming there. So we should be fairly squared away on that stuff. Now, ooh, whoa, that's why I'm confused on that because it just popped over from that. Now, remember, you do not have to upgrade to the 2026 Pro version. The Wizard 5 will work just fine for you. It will work with the current version of Corel, no problem. It will not work with the next version of Corel. And that's where the issue comes to, is it will not work with that. Our customer support for that will end on there. You know, we've been talking about this since August of how it was all going to play out. You know, we're going to have 3 months of it, and then once that hit there for it, because of everything that goes in the back of it. Now, if you need to, transfer licenses, do things like that, yes. But as far as install work, as far as hey, I'm having an issue with that, it won't work for it. It won't work for it at all. So that's why it was really to make sure that we can get it in there. And I know somebody had asked, will things open correctly in other programs? It's a 50-50 shot, and a lot of it depends on the other program because it'll export at this. It depends how it reads it. We've went through that on even things coming into Corel, and it's a it's not fun. It's not an easy answer to be able to give, and that's why I'm kind of like it kind of that's why I don't want to say 100%. So, the Design Wizard Pro 2026 is compatible with the current version of Corel, and it will be compatible with every version going forward with it. So now that we're there with it, we've got that. So other things that we have on here. Let's see. Let's see. If we come over here and we got our Dockers, right? Go up to the E because that's where everything fun lives, right? In our Dockers, we have a couple new ones over here for it. Project Timer. Do you know how long you actually spend working on something? This one scared me. I will tell you why. Just click on the Project Timer for it. And Project Timer, come make your appearance for us so that way we can see you right over here, buddy. Project Timer. So here we have the Project Timer. When we're starting working, guess what? Boom. We know our hourly rate, what do we want to pay, or what are we paying somebody to do it? We just hit the timer and it's just going to start. It's just going to start. You just start when you're working, and you'll be able to know, what your time is there, what your hourly rate, and what that just cost you to do. Pretty wild, right? It's something that simple. I will tell you, if you're not one that pays attention, I'm talking to myself here, not calling anybody out. Sometimes you just get going in the flow of artwork, right? Things are just going swell with it. Everything is going what's the word I'm looking for? Like, just it feels like 2 minutes is like 2 minutes went by and it's really been 2 hours. This will really help you with it. And when you start a project, start the timer with it. You'll be able to see how long did that actually take you for it. We do a lot of guesstimation, right? I think that'll take me this long to do. And you end up being how many hours into something that you should have never done. You'll learn because you'll see how much time you're doing with it, and you'll get better at it, and you'll know what needs to happen to either get faster yourself or maybe you outsource it. I kind of have a set rule. If it takes me longer than 10 minutes to do, I'm seeing what other options I have, because is it worth it for me to get into it longer than that for that? Because our time is valuable. That's the one thing. Our time is valuable what we have. So we have that. We stop the timer, and there it is. Start. Boom, right there. And that's it. We're good to go. You can start it back up. Here we go. Back and forth. What are we doing with it? So we have it here. Add the time. So we worked for 1 minute and 27 seconds on it. Our hourly rate is $15. That cost us 36 cents. 36 cents. That was difficult. I should have started the timer at this to see what did this actually cost me for it. So that way we're good to go and everything's there with it. Now, you can I know one of the questions is how does work with subscription? That right now I know Corel has I think it's their half off deal that they're running right now, where you can buy the standalone version. And so if you were on a subscription and you're on Wizard 5 and you want to stay with that, go to Corel's website, buy the full version of it so you're not on the subscription, and then you can be able to use that and you don't have to worry about anything updating or things that way for it. Yeah, because that's the way. If you upgrade when the next version of Corel comes out in March, 5 will not work with it. And that was one of the reasons that, looking at it, that's why I said, the wizard constantly needs updated to work with what Corel updates are. There is constant things going on behind the scenes with it, and it has been a money loser for at least the last 4, 5 years, since at least, yeah, so COVID, so 5 years. And it was one of those where new owner, new thing. I'm like, I don't like the sounds of this on how it is. And we had two options: either go subscription or just do away with it altogether and all support for it. Just stop altogether for it. So, what do we choose to do? We choose to go subscription on it. And what does that mean for you? I know it sucks. Nobody wants subscription. I hear you. Nobody wants subscription on things. But times are changing, and in order to make it so that the wizard makes sense for us, that's what we had to do for it. Now, we've got a 3-phase plan work for you. We still have more stuff to show you, but I know people are asking on how this all is all going to work out for it. And we're going to have, a 3-phase. It's a 3-phase, 4-phase. There's a couple phases. It's basically between now and March 1st. Okay, because March 1st is where it is. The full-fledged 100%. What is the actual price of this? If you are on a current version of Wizard and you want to upgrade, it's a $100 upgrade fee, and it'd be $49.99 a month. If you're a new user, it'd be the one-time fee of $149 a month, or $149 and then $49.99 a month. So that's where the standard pricing will be. But we've got a few months to get there. So if you sign up this month, between now and the end of the month, what is the wizard going to cost you? Well, if you are a current user and you're on 5 and you go to 6, there's no upgrade fee. You're just going to pay the monthly subscription. And that monthly subscription is not $39.99, not $49.99. It's $29.99. So $29.99 is what the monthly subscription service will be. But there's more. You are going to receive back to you each month $29.99 in digital credits. Now, these credits are, we've had different discussions with different people on how they all work, because they're like, well, I don't know what this means. Well, they are use it or lose it. So they do not roll over from month to month. Credits are for eligible digital products only. And what does that mean? I'll get into that. Credits cannot be used towards the subscription fee. All right. So we got those two things that we understand. That if you sign up now, you are going to get no upgrade fee, $29.99. You'll be able to jump right into it, and you'll have the $29.99 in digital credits, and you'll have that every month, ongoing, as long as that subscription remains active. If you jump off in 6 months and you come back, nope, it's only for this. So that way, that's just it. Okay, $29.99. Now, what can credits not be used for? Well, they cannot be used for gift cards. They cannot be used for TRW memberships, whether that is through YouTube, Facebook, Discord, private memberships, anything like that. They cannot be used for featured designers. Why? Pilar and Crystal put in hard work on their designs, so they deserve to get paid for them. So they cannot be used for that. They cannot be used on um, future or upcoming trainings or webinars, right? Once it's a past one, so if we did a webinar, say tomorrow, right? Well, you couldn't use your credits on that, but you would be able to the next month. So that's how they're. So credits can be used on digital products, such as past webinars, past trainings, designs, response downloads. And we're going to make sure that, when we look at what we charge for our designs, that you are going to get at least one design a week that is going to come out that you're going to be able to use your credit cards, your credits towards. So that's a guarantee. There'll be new designs. You won't be like, oh, I can't use that because it's new. Yes, you will be able to use it. You just can't use it on the featured designers. That's all for it. So that's December, right? We get through, we're here. So phase one is no upgrade fee, $29.99 a month. You're going to get $29.99 back in digital credits each month that you are a member. Credits are use it or lose it. They do not carry over and roll over from month to month. And those are only available for eligible digital products only. Now, phase two starts January. So you have all this month to get in there. On phase two, the upgrade fee from any level, instead of being free, will now be $100. So just like previously, to upgrade, here's what it is $100 from that. And you can do any level. Doesn't matter if you're 2, 3, 4, 5, $100 for that. Still the same $29.99 a month, but the credits are gone. That's a sign up right now. Let's get you taken care of with it. So that way, we got you on board for it. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. You're squared away. Everything is good to go. You get your credits each month. Your head, because come January 1st, those credits go away. If you're a new user, there is a $149 license fee for the Wizard, and your monthly subscription is $29.99. No credits on that. Okay. That is going through January. Then come February, you're going to have same fees, 149, but the monthly is now $39.99. All right. So we're getting to our resting spot of where it is. And then phase four, starting March 1st, 2026. It's going to be the 150, and then $49.99 a month. But you don't have to worry about that, because you're just going to go ahead and get it now, because you're going to get those credits back. So you're gonna be swell with that, right? Makes sense? I think that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, let me know in the comments. I will try to make sure to look at the comments so that way we can see those and get it. But I wanted to get that out of the way, because there's still a few other things I wanted to show you. But I know that was where people were sitting with this. So what do we got on this? Now, brown cow. If we go back under Dockers, we've got, in fact, before we get to Dockers, I want to come over here to this contact button. Guess what, folks? Now we have a Wizard support form. This contact information, this is where you're going to find all the kind of the behind the scenes stuff for it. This is where you're going to find your subscription details on it. This is, I was moving it to my other screen to watch it go from big to small, because it's from like 200% to 100% and things like that. So that's pretty wild with it. But this is where you'll see your different information. But the support form is going to be your biggest thing. So I need to bring, let's see, I need to bring that screen over here. Where'd that screen go? So here. This is what it's going to do. It's going to bring you over to a Wizard checklist. Oh, baby. And now the ones that have used this, we're finding that it has really helped cut down on things. So what are you going to do? You're going to enter in your full name, your phone number, your email address associated with your account. What version of the Wizard you have? So you're going to have 2026, but up in the right-hand corner, you can see which, well, I'll go back to that screen. You can see where it is with it. Let's see if I move this over here. Right here at the top. And you see this right here at the top where, I'm not getting the zoomer thing, that goes like that. But that's the version that you're on. So you can see what version that you're running with it. Now, invoice in here, that we paid, the invoice that you bought it with, information is down there. Version of Corel, so that way we know it's there. And then all the basic questions. You're using a Mac, you're in the United States, you're the fires. These are all the questions that we ask every time somebody submits a ticket. And so we want to make sure that these are all on here with it. In fact, OneDrive, guess what? We got rid of OneDrive. So you shouldn't even have to mess with that anymore. But we're leaving it in here. Every question that's in here, and the big part of these things is kind of right in here. if there's any issues, have you checked out the troubleshooting side of it? Okay, yes. Screenshots or Loom videos of what's happening, put that in here, along with, what prompted the error, what you were doing, what have you tried doing yourself, put all of that in here. Now, what does this do? Well, this goes to a spreadsheet that is accessible by our development team, by our staff, and everybody gets notifications of it. So that way we're able to see what is actually going on with it. We can actually start to see patterns of, hey, we're having issues with this, this, and this. And that's kind of how we found some of the things in the versions that we put out. It's like, okay, let's find it, let's do it. Really going to help us out, really going to help you out too with it. Now, back into the Dockers, because I did get a little long-winded and what's that word? A little, what am I thinking? You know what I'm talking about, right? If we come in here to Dockers, we've got another one. Now, this is the one that they got it working behind the scenes. Yours is not going to look like this because it's going to say Wizard. I still have mats on here for it. But what do we have here? Well, you can now, and I can do I guess this is where I need I need your guys' help for it. I can show you a version that kind of sort of is there with it because the back end mine, I need to go in, clear out some paths, re-add, and it'll be fine with it. If I do that though, we lose the wizard and we lose this for it. So it's probably not the smartest thing to do right now. So on this, we can upload it from here. But if you are one that does names and numbers on the back, right here, we can set all this up using a CSV file. What does that mean? Well, let's just open up a new one. And we're looking at this, and we're going to close our project timer on it. And we're going to upload our team list. And I'll show you why mine is broken. Yours will be fine with it. But I've already got the completed. We're going to update the team list. We're going to come in here and I believe it's this one. There, I believe it's this one that I'll add to it. So it's name drop sample 12 to 25. We're going to check our material and our width and our height. So if we're using HTV, we've got 20 inches wide there, whatever your working distance is that you have with it, whatever your height is that you're working with it. We're going to select those along with the margins. Now yours will have another thing here for rows, and that's where mine doesn't, but yours, oh, hold on. Let me do this so that way you can see. That way you can see the stuff on here. And I'll go back to the top. You will upload a CSV file. And by CSV file, I'm going to show you, like on this one, I'll show you what it looked like so that way you can see from there. And we'll get all the videos together for it. But you have your width, your height. You'll select one of the ones that you want. So if we're going to go with this one here, now we have our upload our CSV file uploaded because we see that we have everything selected here. Here's our template, and we're gonna make the template magic happen. Bow! It's gonna do its thing, and this is where I have broken mine. Yours will not be broken, but it creates them all for it. So based on, we have 3 options in here, and you can create your own. So you can have it set here. You've got, Pilar, you've got me and Crystal and Pilar. I don't know why Pilar chose 69 for a number, but whatever. So you're able to add that to it. Now, other options that we have in here is we have the same thing in the fundraiser. So you have the same thing in the fundraiser where you'll be able to go through here and you'll be able to upload a decal list, and we can do the same thing. And this is where the other part of mine is broken. My fault. Yours is not. It is tested working fine on the other one for it. But we've got it down here. Which one do we want to go with? So we have our width, our height, our margins on it. We're going to go with the baseball, just for old time's sake. And we're going to select. So we've got that one on here. Actually, I'm going to open up a new tab to do this on it. So we've got our decal list uploaded. We've got our parameter set. We've got the decal selected in it. We're going to find text because it is going to pull up Here's everything here for it. Now, as we look at this team name, all right, we'll select from a drop down and it's what you have in there for it. So team name is going to be Moline. The 23 on the right hand side, what do we want to keep that as? We're going to keep that as 77. So that's there with it. We're going to tab down and center field, we're going to change that to shortstop because that's where that lives for us. At our mascot, we're going to change that to Maroons. Okay. And then once again, we're going to hit the make the magic happen, baby. We're gonna make the magic happen, and that's what it does. Is it gave us all of our information from it. Now you're like, what does this look like? How does that? I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go open up my spreadsheet so I can show you how simple these spreadsheets were. Like they are not difficult. You can do them. I 100% promise you. And here's what we did in the wizard one right here. It's just as simple as names, numbers. That's it. Names, numbers. There's no columns, there's no headings, there's nothing there, just your list of names and numbers. So when your customers give you, hey, we need names and numbers for the back of it, great. Let me just go ahead and enter them in here and it's done and it just takes care of it for you. Now, on the other one, if we, for the fundraising one, we'll go ahead and it's decal 3, right? Decal 3 is what that was opened up as. So I can make sure that that's here. That one, boom, it'll pull the stuff in here for it. So same way, you'll have your, as you go across, you have your team name, your position, whatever you want to have in here, you'll be able to do it in there for it. And it will just go ahead and take care of it for you. So pretty simple on that. And those are ones we're going to go over more. If you're in the Hall of Fame on any of this new stuff, Pilar is, has been going over it with the Hall of Fame members. We will start doing more and more things of it. So that way you will be set squared away with it. Now, yeah, I think I think that's everything. I think that's everything so far. Have we missed everything? Have I missed anything on how it was going or how it was working or any of that stuff? Let me know, Pilar, Crystal, if you know if we have missed anything for it. I need to. What am I doing? They should be posting the links in there, so we should have that for it. And here it is. We go over to the wizard now. Here's how we do this, right? Holiday hours, let's go back. Wizard, launch of the TRW Design Pro. We click on that, it takes us right to it. We have two options. If you are if you are a current user, any level of wizard, we're just going to select the monthly wizard, right? You've got one in here, you're going to add it to cart. We need to come down here. Super important. Recurring order. Would you like to have this automatically shipped to you? Yes, because you want it every month. Frequency, monthly. And that's it. That's what you have to do. You just add that to your cart. And it's done. Just as simple as can be. Now, if you are a new user, you're going to come right here because you need to do the same thing, okay? You need to purchase this for the 100. And then if you scroll down here, what's the first thing that's here? You will also need the monthly subscription to use your software. You will click on this. It will take you right over here to add that to the cart. Now, why is it this way and it's not together? Because Shift for Shop is the worst e-commerce platform around. That is our goal for 2026 is to move to Shopify to make things a lot easier. When we tried setting this up and doing it the other way, it wanted to charge the whole recurring. Like, so if you paid 100 and 129, I want to do that a month. No. It's not on both products. And that's just how it was built out. So that's how that's working with it right there. I think we're good. I think we're good on that. Any now I'm going to do my best to go back and answer because I know I'm going to get tore up in the comments. I know I'm going to get issues with it. I know we are going to do more standalone videos on this going forward with it and do each thing. I'm going to do my best, especially during the next 4 weeks, to try to be as live as possible to show these features off to be able to see it, so that way we can record the videos and make sure that everything is done there for it. So here's the thing: when it's done here, because I did see a question, I seen a question about this on the export, right? So GraphTech will go to CM4. If you have CM5, still out of luck, but we're working on that. The GCC the other ones, Cameo, as long as you have the Connect, you should be fine. Roland and GCC, I'm not 100% on which level you need to have that'll work with, but we will find out for sure. We will 100% find out for sure. Oh, Crystal, throw that in the comment section, and then we can post it here. I can type it here and show it for it, so that was there. Who was it there? The resizing. Yes, yes, resizing. That was one of the issues that we found. Resizing, because you can increase or decrease the size. You want it smaller like that? Cool, you can have it smaller like that. Do you want to have it bigger? You can have it bigger like that. Big. Ooh, which that's what I was showing. You couldn't see it earlier, but when I put it on my other screen, it was wild. But yes, you can. This little magnifying glass up here will allow you to change the size of it, and we are good to go with that. And we're set, ready to go there. Let's see. Okay, let's see. What other? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. That so that way that we are good to go on that. Questions, comment, concerns, things with that. Uh, export to Caesar. Working on that. I've been talking with Brett on how we can make that happen. But right now, it's more on their end and how it works through it. But it is something we're actively working on, which, like I said, with the new subscription service, we're not waiting 8 years for an update. As we come across things, as we see things, as we go through, this is where like Hall of Fame is really going to get their time to shine on things, because they're going to say, hey, you know what? Are we able to do this? I can say, I don't know, but let's get with the development team and find out. One of the things that I use a lot of is like my alignment things. So I use my alignment and my spacing, but it doesn't give me exactly what we need. One thing we do know is that we're limited to the area that we have. So we do have to change some things and do some things once in a while. With that, then we can go back and do it. But there's a lot that we're able to go in and do. And just like before, as we get through these, same thing here, as we get up to it, click on the video tutorials, you'll go into the side here, and then you will be able to see. Thank you, Crystal. I'm going to go grab that now, and I'm going to type it out and put it in here, so that way we have it for it. There's that. Show them which to buy. Let's see. There it is. Okay. So now, Crystal. Crystal's a stickler for the details, and absolutely love her for that, because she keeps me on pace. She keeps Pilar on pace. She keeps us on our toes. She's really good about that, because they sometimes I feel like she's trying to herd cats with Pilar and myself, and other times, like I didn't. I do have it recorded. I think I do have it yesterday. Pilar said I was right. That was kind of cool. That made me feel good for yesterday to hear I was right. But there, Crystal is posting in there for the path, because it's not going through OneDrive anymore. Right here, this is a new path. This PC, the C. Oh, Pilar, did you just pop in here? Or have you been here the whole time? I just see. I just happen to look down as I look at this. You just talked, and you thinking I could hear you, and now you're laughing. I see that. But I just happened to look down. I'm like, oh look, there's Pilar right below where this is. But the file path for it: users, public documents, TRW Design Wizard. No more OneDrive. Get out of here, OneDrive. Done. Over. Chill out. We are done with that for it. Um, so, it would steal it. And it would just cause havoc on things. Turn it off so that was there. It thought it was theirs. It's not. It's not messing with it. We don't have to do it with it anymore. Okay. Now, so we're off from there. Let's see what else have we in there. I have somebody testing it through Parallels and Boot Camp, because that's the only way that we can get Corel on a Mac. Parallels. those two things. And so they're seeing if it's going to hold true. We'll find out. We'll go from there and we'll keep you updated on it. Yes, makes our lives easier with the details. 100%. Let's see. Yes, 100%. If you have, because we can change that, here in if we go back here to the Design Wizard, we can edit your stone sizes, your names, the variances on how it picks up. All of that can be done in here. So yes, you will have to redo that to make sure that everything matches there because not all of them will import. Some have, not all will, but we want to make sure that double check this. So before you get too wild and crazy, most people that are doing custom sizing on things already know this, like, hey, I need to make sure I check this for it. So that way you will be able to do that same thing that was there with it. Um, will this install a second version and the old version is taking up space? Crystal, yes, right? It will save it there so that way you can have both of them on there to go back and through it. Let's see. Both exist. Yep. Boom. She nailed it. She nailed it. There's a video Pilar made for the install. Yep. Yeah. And see, same. I have 135 because I have it both ways for the Cames machine and for cutting flock. So that way I know, right, because 0.13 helps it go in the flock better, but when I can go smaller, I can get tighter on the Cames machine. So that's why if you look on ours, I've got 3mm and the 10mm and the 10. So that way my 10, we're good to go on there. So with those video tutorials, the bottom is cut off. Fix video tutorials. So let's see. Let me video tutorials right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It hasn't always been that way. We will. You know what? I'm gonna screen cap this right now. Ding. And I will send that. I'll send that over so that way we have that in here for it. Cut off bottom there. See, I just submitted it that quickly. Thanks for that. There we go. Uh, I'm mad that I didn't get the previsions so that I won't totally be lost. We have tons of training, like all everything up into the stuff that was added now. You can find the videos for on our YouTube channel. You can go back. There are tons and tons of videos on there. On our YouTube has a lot. If you're interested in joining the Hall of Fame, the the Hall of Fame has underwent some major changes over the last 3 months. And I think those changes are 100% for the good. I have heard nothing but amazing feedback from the knowledge that people are getting out of there, the ease of learning, and it's been phenomenal. So if everybody that's in there, if you're a Hall of Fame member, let us know down below. Let us know what you've learned recently because Pilar has been crushing it over there for it. Let's see. Let's see. Pilar answered that. So learn this. Yep, same. And we'll go through it. Like on my end, my commitment to you is in the Facebook group. I will go live at least once a week in the group, going over some of these new features and how they work. So they're basically some free Hall of Fames, designing stuff up. In fact, it won't just be on Facebook land. It'll be here in YouTube as well, and I'll do it just like a regular stream, and that way it's recorded. It's there on YouTube. You can go back with it, and we can go over that and see. So that way there's some things in it. We'll stay very focused to working on the wizard things. I know that I can go off on tangents sometimes, and we're talking about many different things. So I will do very well to be able to do that. And let's see, if you do not upgrade, you will no longer be able to use it when TRW when Corel upgrades. If you do not upgrade, if you do correct, if you are on 5 right now and you don't upgrade, but you are also on the Corel subscription, when the subscription releases their new one, 5 will not work. So there are 2 ways that you can get around that. course, go to the subscription. The other way is go to Corel right now. I'm almost positive it's a half off sale, and you can buy the standalone version of Corel, and then you can have that. It won't be on a subscription based, and I want to say it's like 179, somewhere right around there for it. So that is how you would be able to do that for it. Let's see. Jump in the deep end, right? That's how I was too. Like to be, I will be anybody that says that they use everything here. If you use everything on a weekly basis, please send me a message, record a week worth of stuff because maybe we'll just have to hire you because I don't feel that anybody uses everything on here on a consistent basis. I know there's things on here that I have never ever used, and I don't know if I would because I have a different way to do things, and that's how we all are. We all learn a different way. The tools are here, but sometimes we don't use them all. And is it because I think another way is faster, or I think I'm already set my ways with it? 100%, But um, there's so many awesome features in this that you just scratch the surface with it that you're being able to do with it. One thing that I know, like I say, in the updates, we're talking, what happens going forward. Updates. There hasn't been a wizard update in, what, 8 years, right? 8 years. That stops today. My commitment to you is every quarter there's an update. And what does that update look like? I know. Oh, it's an update. You added this. Yes, that's what it's going to be. Whether it is new mockups that could be here, it could be new colors here, it could be new dockers, it could be new buttons. You know, for sure, I know if I say, hey, once a quarter, this is what we're going to do. The easy thing is new color palettes, but new mockups alone for it. When we look into our mockups and we go to men's, do we have this one added in here? No, because I haven't added that one in here. One of the first sets in here is like the hoodies with the strings. If there are for Hall of Fame members, we'll put this out there for you guys. What are your top 5 products that you use from Sanmar? All right, we'll go in and we'll create the mock-up for it so that way you can use it, so that way it's just right there for it. Those are the things that we're looking for your help on, so we can make it a lot easier for you guys to be able to do it, because at the end of the day, time is money. We can save you money. You're going to get it. Like right now, if you are a current 5 user, you're going to get the wizard for $30, and you're going to get 29.99, 29.99. I'm not charging an extra penny. 29.99. And what are you going to get? You're going to get 29.99 in digital credits back. So you're getting it for free. All right, that's this month. This month, this month, this month. We're going to harp on that. We're going to push it. We'll do everything we can to make sure that you have it. Yes, if you have HTV from other companies, can you add it to the colors? Absolutely. If you come right over here and we have this arrow and you right click on it, this is right where you can do it, where you can edit your products, add them to it. You can add the product name, the width, the length, and what it cost you. And then you would update, and that's right there. Like here, if I go, let's see, click in here for me, baby, right? Wait, update. Oh, text box must have a value. I know. Let me get in here for it. There. Wait. I can come in here. Oh, break it. Need to look at my notes because, like I said, I haven't done everything yet. So we're gonna make sure, because I think I know we can do it, because it's the same thing on the stone side of it. So I'm gonna go back and look and see if I just have it in my quick notes here. If Crystal's here, she'll probably be able to just bloop bloop. Here's all you have to do. I don't know why you're making a deal of it, because you just have to put it in here where you can add things to it. But yes, you can, and I will make sure that we will get that shown for you, because I thought it was right click, and then I came in here and you were able to type into it. I'll find out 100%, but I am almost positive, because that was one of the things that we said with the rhinestones, that it would be right there with it. Uh, let's see. Yeah, cut off, right? We saw the top right there, stone drop down, videos. Oh man, let's see. Videos, mock-up, creator. Which one are we missing? Design. Oh yeah. I see. Whoa! I just crashed it. I was waiting for that. That was my biggest fear the whole time, was crashing Corel on the stuff, because I'm like, oh, do I don't have anything I don't have anything sketch right there, do I? I don't have anything sketch. So no, this is a good computer. As we were going through, see colors that we're putting in there with it. That's what we're doing. As we go through and put the different stuff on there for it. So as that comes back up here, now you get full version me. Questions, comments, concerns. Now's your time to tell me I'm an a-hole because it's a subscription base, and I have no problem taking my lumps here because the other option was the wizard just goes away. There's just no more wizard. And that would suck for everybody. There'd be no more questions answered about the wizard. You would have to rely 100% on the crowdsourcing from the group, from other groups, from other people that are doing it to figure it out because we just wouldn't offer support anymore for it because of the cost to maintain it. It is not cheap. And, people say you make a boatload of money off of it. I will tell you that is far from the truth because by the time you go through the process of everything with developers, with employees, with people working on it, with the hosting, with everything that's into it. You don't make much as what you think you do. Everybody thinks you always make more than what you do, right? I'll be the first one to tell you, we've owned the company since July. I have not pulled any money out of it. Corey has not pulled any money. We make sure that the employees are taken care of. We make sure the products are taken care of. We're making sure everything's there before anything comes out. So just throwing that out there for it. Anybody wants to come at me for anything, I will take my lumps like a champ and go ahead and do it. Okay, so let's get back into it, and we'll come in here with it. What else do I have in here? Once you purchase, what do you do to get it into Corel? Once you make the purchase, you go into your. Let's see if it was answered in here on that, right? Because you'll go through your downloads, the PDF, click the link, and be able to get it right here. Ready? I love that. Hall of Fame is so much better. That was it's one of the things like going through. I knew that it's. I'm going to bring myself back up here because I feel like the as we as we make this transition, from Matt and Lorene to Todd and Corey. There's a lot of change behind the scenes. On their end, they had multiple people in there working, producing transfers, producing finished goods, pulling orders, sorting orders, doing content creation, doing all of that, managing the staff, doing payroll, doing the business side of things with it. When I took it on, we there we're doing it all. And so there's things that are coming in phases to make things happen. And when I took it over that first week, I'm like, okay, here we can do this, but I could not give you guys in the Hall of Fame what you needed. I could, but with everything else going on, I couldn't properly prepare for it. I couldn't put the content together for it. I know the back end of things really well, businesses, systems, pricing, things like that. I'm really good at that. I feel like I do have a great understanding of teaching and help people through things. We spoke for years, we built things out for people. We've done a lot of that. The wizard, I'll be 100% honest with you. I'm not the greatest wizard user. I use it to use what I know I can do. Pilar is a better wizard user than I am. Pilar wanted to be able to start doing webinars and trainings. And I said, well, let's start you with this. And we threw her to the fire and said, here you go. They're going to love you. Be yourself. Everything will be fine. And she's gotten better and better and better each time. And, you guys love her. And I love that. She took a big chunk off of my plate to be able to get dedicate back to the business. So I thank her for that. She stepped out of her comfort zone and she's crushing it. But at the end of the day, there are going to be changes in business. There are going to be things that will come and go. There'll be things that'll stay. There'll be it's just part of it. But making that Hall of Fame better, that was there with it. For us, looking at things, it was here we have a purchase of it. Okay, what can we do to make Hall of Fame better? And then my big thing was to get the wizard set up on a subscription. Matt and I have talked about it for easily the last 2 years, and he was trying to figure. He's like, how do I do it? Because I said it would never go to subscription. I'm like, you pigeonholed yourself, buddy, because that's tough to do. I said I'd tell you that's the first thing I would do, because I don't the amount of money it was losing is It's unfathomable. It was losing more money than a lot of small businesses, losing more money in a year than a lot of small businesses make in a year. Let's just say that. Uh, so I said, yeah, this is what it needs to be. I said, otherwise it goes away. And that's what we had to do. And I did not want it to go away. And so this we have to do. We needed to cover some of its costs for things, and this will definitely help. Uh, thanks for pointing out on the stone size not going over. I'm really hoping I took a screenshot of my stone settings at some point because I changed my Ronnie. I think a lot of us are using the same ones. Like the 0.35 and the 0.6, the 0.135 and the 0.6. In fact, um, we will look and see on some things and see what we got. Oh, something else that I'm going to do because if anybody is having any issues currently with it, if you're having any issues installing or things like that, or what's going on with it, I'm going to post the link to that form in the comments so you can right click copy paste and then be able to turn that in so we can go through it and see because it could be something there. A lot I think is on the path. I think that's where we figured out a lot of it was. I'm gonna take a drink. What's the difference between the old and the new? Lots. We added more features of the larger library, way larger library on that. The export feature, which you can't see the screen. Oh, you can't see the screen. This, like you said, for me personally, this right here, this is the best one for me. Being able to export everything all at once. We can do up a design and say, well, how do we use that? For our side of it, when we create the designs, that we're posting, for sale, we'd have to go back and make every one of them. And now just a one click. So that is the huge thing. Having the extra stone libraries in here for it, which I said probably in the first quarter, those will be updated because we do have some new colors coming in. We have some other ones that are going away. We have some other ones that are being renamed because the color is no longer that color that it was. But we won't take anything away from there. You'll always have it just be added on there for it. So having that for the rhinestones, having that for the vinyl. This definitely, I cannot wait to use here in 2 months because for those that don't know, we also, we're stepping away from it, from the finished goods. I'm not going to compete with you guys. We have our customer base that we've used, and we're not actively seeking new orders for anything. But listen, to be able to do name and number drops on things, like, oh, it just makes it so much easier to lay stuff out. So there's going to be a lot with it, and like I said, we're going to keep going over all of the things for it, and you'll be able to get it. Now, somebody had asked about licenses, right? If you have multiple things with it, because previously you'd have to buy another version of the Wizard. So if you had 4 licenses, right? You have 4 terminals that you have it on. And so you would have to buy, another wizard, so that way you could have 2 more with it. So then it's like, oh, do I got to spend another $29.99 a month? So now I'm, at the what are we at? What's that come out to? 59.98, 59.98 a month? No, if you email in, we can send you a link where you can purchase a license, and you can purchase that license for $100, and that's for 2 licenses. So it's 2 licenses, $100. You need 4 licenses, it's 200, and that's it. Your monthly rate will not change. It's just those extra licenses there for it. That was kind of the happy medium. I didn't want somebody to have to get all this extra for it, and so I figured that was we talked, and that was the kind of the best way to do it. Uh, let's see, what else do we have in here? Any other questions, comments, concerns? Bring it up. Yep, Ronnie. Let's see. I just have to figure out between toggle the two. That would be useful to figure out how to do. Which one would you go? And even better, bring it up in the Hall of Fame. Which, Pilar, I was thinking, and you can help me with this. Do you have a form straight for Hall of Fame questions? Because we could probably do that, create a form where it just comes in straight from that, and it might even be a wizard thing where we could add that in the that contact thing, Hall of Fame questions, where you can go in there and do it for it, so that way you were all set and ready to go with it. That's I thought so. I thought so because it's easy when it's a one-time purchase on things. One-time purchase. Here's what you have for it. you're only doing it one time. Want a recurring, and we have a few people that when we're talking multiple units, they're above 6, 7, 8. I think somebody has 10 that they're running on it. So for them, that would cost them if we did it, the old way where it was for each one, $290 a month. And I'm like, ugh, I don't know about that. But that being said, if they just need to purchase 5 licenses, they pay $500 one time, and that's there with it. So for anybody doing that, there it is. That's how you can do it. Is you can get your multiple license to be able to go there with it. Uh, let's see what we have for it. The way your mind works, wait, I was answering the way your mind works. Someone were like, wait, it's answering a customer forms. No, like you know what? Throughout the week, customers, Hall of Fame members, they have questions. If we just created a form where, hey, and here's a button, and they just go, all right, I can submit this question, and I have it, so it's right there with it. Um, I think, let's see. Do we want me to drop the entry form or let's go, Crystal. Good question. Yes, we will do some winners. We'll do some winners and winners 6, 7. Does anybody else when they count now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, it is not just you, it's me as well. Um, Crystal, do me a favor. Link both. We'll draw. We'll draw before we get out of here. Post that link in the chat. That way I can pull it up because I do not have that handy here for it. So good thinking out for me. That was Pilar. Yeah. Oh, no, that was Crystal right there. That's with it. Yes, you will still have access to all of your old add-ons that you have there with it. So there. Yes, it is until Corel can work with the Mac. Now, if Corel would work with the Mac natively without Parallels and Boot Camp, that would be sweet. So that way there. Check chat. I just did, right? Yeah, I just checked chat. Yeah. See, I'm trying to be on it. I'm trying to see it. By the way, my email is only working off and on. I'm missing so much. Darn OneDrive. Why, why are they even involved? I don't know because they're there with it. Um, yes, and that someone is someone we know that we know we like we trust, and so they are taking care of it for us. And I know they're going to put it through its paces, and they're going to do it. If it works, you need boot camp at parallel, but they're going to see for sure if it's going to. They'll know. They will let us know for sure if it works on that. Okay. Uh, Not the form, right? Not the form. Just our yeah. Let's do the form. Yeah, let's do the form. Do we want to do the form? Do we want to do the form or do we want to do it? You guys tell me. We're trying something new. So we would have to, there's just a few things that we're doing. You tell me, do you want us to do, or it's just a random where I have no clue? They just populate it with some names and that's what we draw for? Or do we want to go form? I think the form, yeah, the form. I do. We have 10 to 30 now. God, I feel old. It is the plus side of it is now I have a 10-year-old who's going to be a 3D printer because he said this is what he's going to do, and I said okay, this is what I need for you to do. So we're getting him involved in business. He helped out today pulling orders because once again, let me bring it here. Thank you all for last week for the Black Friday specials, for the Black Friday sales that went on the Black Friday, the Small Business Saturday, the Cyber Monday. You guys crushed it. You sold us out of a lot of inventory, which is awesome, but also sucks because now, not that we have to order more inventory, but some of it we're like, okay, we have enough to get us through, excuse me, get us through here when our order should be here because our rhinestone order is still about 8 days out. So there may be some stuff out of, but I think I want to say like 95% of the things that we're out of are on that order because we had anticipated that we're going to be running low at that. So we should be good to go on it. Just keep checking. I will let everybody know when it's up there for it. Yes, great question. Whatever plan you purchase, so if you purchase now at $29.99 with the digital credits, you're at that forever. As long as you stay on it, that's what you got. Okay, $29.99 digital credits here. Next month, credits go away. $29.99. That's what you got. Month after that, $39.99. That's where you're at. Month after that, $49.99. So that's where you're at with it. Now, could there be an opportunity for two things? Somebody asked about yearlies. Yes, we are working on it, but the issue that we're running into is once again on how that subscription thing works, and it's being a little finicky, and we have because the way that Shift for Shop works is it's not a native program, but it is a native program, but it's a third party one that they have to go through. So we're working through that. So that is in the works for a yearly. Okay. Now, at any time, say 4th of July, we decide to run a 4th of July special, and you're somebody who's at a 49.99 thing, and we're like, hey, guess what? We're going to put it on sale for 39.99. You can lower your plan at that. I will say it will never drop below the 29.99 with credits. So you won't, you can't come back here and, be like, oh, this is what it was before. Even if it did, if you're on that plan, you could sign up for that one and the one goes away and that's where you're at with it. So we're going to make sure that you're taken care of all the way across the board on that for it. Let's see, Crystal's on it. I know, Crystal. Let's see, Ronnie, half win. Let's do the same where the exports. Yes, 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 yes. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Let's see. Yes, we're working on that as well. The thing is some of it, the way that it uploads can be broken, and we're working on it. If there's a way that we can make things easier for you to be able to do without causing issues to the wizard, that's the biggest thing. So that way, we know if we're able to, because we a lot of times when some of the things happen, if we don't set it up so it's something that you can do, creating the new template where it does that for you and you edit. If we don't do it that way, and you can go in and adjust code and things that way, it can really screw things up. So it's something that we're working on it. We just don't want it to. We just don't want it to mess up your wizard because then we're like, hey, well, we told you couldn't do this. So as of now, no. Is it something in the future? It's definitely something that's on our list to look up for it. Okay, what form? All right, enter the form. So we got that in there. So copy paste. So we're able to do that, right? Form in there. Good. I'm confused. Do we still need to pay monthly for it? If you are currently a Wizard 5 user, no, there is no monthly fee. If you are a Wizard user on a Corel standalone, you own it fully, no subscription, you are good to go. You are good to rock and roll, and you won't have any problems. Come March, when the new Corel comes out, our support for 5 will no longer be available. We will only be supporting the current model that we're on, which is 2026. So that's the caveat to that is if you're like, hey, this keeps crashing, we don't support that version anymore. We only support this version of it. So you're gonna have to be self-sufficient, rely on groups, see what you can do to figure out with it. We will help with license change outs. I bought a new computer, I need to get on this. Yes, we'll help with that. But as far as troubleshooting, tech support, that ends. Now, if you're a current Wizard 5 user and you are on the Corel subscription, don't run over to Corel and buy the standalone version. And I think it's for like $179. So that way you have that. Because if you run that subscription service, when that subscription renews, I think that usually it's in March is when that updates. 5 will not work with it. So those are the things to think of as we go with it. And if you purchase now during this month, you're really going to get it for free. You're really going to get it for free because you're going to spend, the $29.99. We're giving you $29.99 back in digital design credits that can be used on designs, fonts, past webinars, trainings. What am I missing in there? You'll be able to do that. And like I said, I am making that commitment to you to make sure that we're putting at least 4 designs that you guys are able to use, a month to those credits go. You're not just like, oh, I already have everything. No, you don't, because we're going to make sure that new stuff is flowing in your direction for that. But That's only for this month. If you buy January 1st, those go away. Or it's just get in here so we have that for it. Let's see, what do we have here? Yeah, per month for the life that you're on it. So 29.99, and as long as I still own the company, that's what it is. 29.99 a month. If you purchase now this month, 29.99, you pay us that, we give you credits. Yay, we give you credits back. And that's for the life that as long as we own it. Now, anything ever happens to me and the company sells, just like when Matt did, can't say what the new owner will do, but for us, that's what we have it for there. Nope, you'll be grandfathered in because as that price goes up, if you get it now, 20, that's why I said today, if we go, I'll go over the kind of the phases of it because there's four phases. It's like the four phases of grief. It's the four phases of wizard. I don't know if there's four phases. I think there's more phases than that to grief. But phase one, which is the launch special, okay, that is right now through December 31st, 2025. If you are an existing Wizard user, you can upgrade for free and just pay the $29.99 a month, and you are going to get $29.99 a month back and digital credits to use each month. Now, those credits are use it or lose it. So if you don't use them that month, they don't roll over. You're just out. So they don't roll over. There are limitations on what those can be used for. They can't be used for the subscriptions. They can't be used towards future trainings or webinars. They can't be used towards future designers' designs. But there's still a lot that you can use it for. Now, if you were brand new to the Wizard and never used it for, you won't find a deal like this again. You have the one-time Wizard license of $100 and the monthly subscription of $29.99, and you get those same things where you get the credits each month that are use it or lose it, and that's what we have for there. Now, that goes through the end of this month, through December 31st, 2025. Phase two starts January 1st, and that goes the entire month of January 1st through the 31st. And existing users upgrade for $29.99 a month. No credits. Credits gone. Be gone. New users, there'll be $149 one-time fee and the $29.99. No credits. Come February 1st through the 28th, it'll be existing users $100 and 39, upgrade fee, and then $39.99 a month. No digital credits. New users $149 one time, $39.99 monthly. No digital credits. And then March 1st, that's when we've sunsetted Wizard 5 support. Corel will be sometime in March is when their new version comes out, so we'll be synced up with theirs. We currently already work on the next version of Corel. It's already been tested, it's already worked, so we know that we're good to go there, unless they do something catastrophic changes, but we'll still have that for it. Our development team already has access to it, and we're good there. But starting March 1st, $100 upgrade fee, $49.99 a month. New users, $149 monthly, $49.99. No credits. So I think I got that all explained there for you. Anything you're not sure of, just let me know, and I'll do my best to answer those for it. I gotta find out where this form is because I know I had that form in there somewhere, but I gotta find it so that way I can get to the spreadsheet of it so I can see the answers of it. Giveaway entry form. I think that's it right there. And I can see the responses. Ooh, 21 responses. 21. Only 21. Like, only 21. Whoa. Like, when we look at, where's that? There it is. So we'll clear out that. We've got like almost 100 people here. Only 21 of you have entered in for it. Gals, I do think we will need, because we can do the random winner through that, but we'll need the 5+ year member, right? Is that what we got in there? So fill up the form with that. Should we do second drawing for new sub owners? Ooh, yeah, Crystal. Yeah, Crystal. I think we should do a new. Yeah, yep, Crystal. So here's what we'll do. We're going to draw three things tonight. They will get us our 5+ year member. We'll do a random winner, and then we'll do new subscriber winners. We'll do that. And here's what I need, Crystal, is if you can get me the list of the names of the new subscribers, I can add them in there and we can do that. And we'll do that. So I know we're keeping everybody long, and that's what we do, but I want to make sure I want questions in here. We'll go about another 10 minutes, Q&A, things like that. It's 8:43 right now, so that gives you a chance to get in there for it. Oh, Pilar, you're awesome. Thank you for that. So yeah. Oh, extra licenses. If you need extra licenses, you just need to email in for us, and we'll be able to take it. What didn't I not? I thought I did record a Pilar. I think I did. I know. I think Gemini took care of it for us, so we're fine there. So we get the 5 and 6 year. So we'll, like I said, it's 8:43 now. About 10 minutes. We'll go ahead and draw, and that'll be mini pack of choice. We need you to claim that within the next 2 weeks, and we need the SKU for it. They'll give us all the answers for it was there. So um, fill out the form. We'll go ahead and get the information for that, and then we'll do a second one for if you signed up tonight. We'll get you something in there, and then we'll be good to go. So you said you would make me mad if I showed up, so I did. I'm not gonna make anybody mad. I don't know. Uh, what about leap year? What about leap year? Leap year. I love leap year. You want to know why? Leap day is my anniversary. So that way, that's all we have to worry about. Okay, she's going there. So you can go in there. Let's see. Jamie, let me look and see because I could have, if you close Corel, I was almost positive that, and in fact, let me special offers. Cyber Monday extended. Is that what it was under? I'm looking. See. Um, I thought maybe it was the. I thought that's what it was. That's why I said don't quote me earlier because I wasn't 100% sure on that for it. So let me. I'm just gonna check my thing. What's that called? It's called email. I'm just gonna check my email real quick because I believe it was right up there. Full. Maybe it was. Oh, I think maybe I was looking at the wrong side. I think that's what it was. I was looking at the wrong side. I suck. I do. So if you buy the subscription from 549, it's down to 329. At least that's what I see in my email. So maybe I screwed it up. I don't know. You'll let me know because that's what I do. Good at I'm good at screwing things up and going there with it. Oh jeez. There, okay. Like you're getting the numbers. Okay. Getting the numbers. And then recurring. Well, we'll show you one more time how we need to go through and we'll go through and see I'll go through. I got to pull that up. Where? I'm trying to look behind my camera to see where I've got where I've got the wizard and stuff at, so that way I know where it is, and that way I can see it because I need to get the TRW link over here. The Rhinestone World, so I can go over there and show you guys that on where the how to purchase it, just in case we run into any issues once again, because the biggest thing that we're going to want to make sure of is where is it at? Where up there? I keep moving it and then I lose it. There it is right here. When you go to it, right here, recurring order. This right here. I wish I could make this flash and do whatever recurring order. You want to make sure that you select this monthly. Otherwise, what's going to happen is it is going to go ahead and you're going to next month come up here and it's going to be like, oh, it's not working. Oh, this isn't here. Why did it stop working? So you will know that. So, we're doing our best as we go through these first orders to make sure, everything is good. If we run into issues, we'll let you know. But, you know, we're pretty good about catching all. But you want to make sure to select the monthly, so that way we know we're good to go on that right here. Recurring order. Would you like to have this product automatically shipped to you monthly? Yes. 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 That's what we have there for it. Ah, see? Do we change that? Because we know there was some pushback on that, and the new stuff that is not available for credits are Polar and Crystal. They're not for sale. You cannot buy them with credits. Why? They deserve to get paid. They put a lot of hard work in this, and then if they wouldn't be able to make anything because everybody's getting them free. So us as TRW, we'll take that hit. We will go ahead and make sure that we're putting out stuff every month so that we can get it. Like right now, in the next week, that nurse design that we showed earlier, that's going to be on there. There's also another group of wordings that'll be on there for like Christmas and ho 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 and things like that. That'll be on there. Pilar doesn't know it yet, but I'm giving it to him tomorrow to be like, hey, let's just get it added this week. But we'll get all that on there for it, so that way we'll be there. So yes, you just got to put Jerry in her place sometimes. That's what you gotta do. That's just what you gotta do. Cougars be couging, man. I will tell you that. Didn't tell didn't Pilar tell us about? Yes, and that in fact I think that started with Eric. If Eric's still there, it came up from here. Yes, check the pop up from it and see what it is there. No, credits are only good on digital products, not physical products, not tangible products. So they are only good on digital products. And then Pilar says for designs, please open a design and look at the brand. It's 2 rows under the SKU. Brand of TRW, good to go. Brand of Pilar, no. Brand of Crystal, no. Credits of designs, it's not for featured designers because they'll have their own category. So it was there for it. There it is. Okay, see, look at this. 2 different things. I paid $2.39 for it. Some of those $2.99. See, Corel's just jacked with their price right then and there for it. Fonts designs past webinars. There it is for it. Let's see. So yes, this special will be available up till December 31st. Correct. And we'll be promoting it hard this month for it. And listen, I am not a money hungry jerk. Okay. Uh, Carol, when we started talking about this back in August, she had things come up and she wasn't sure, and she's like, I don't know if I would be able to do it until January. Well, I'll take care of you, Carol. I already said that. And so you give me a good sob story and we'll probably, and things, that, hey, I have to wait until that first payday of January. I'm a sucker. So, I'm not saying everybody send that in, but I will say that it ends the 31st. And it'll take some good convincing to go longer for that because we have plenty of time for it. And the bigger thing is you save so much more. If we have to do it in January, then there's no credits for sure. We'll make sure, but the rest of it, you'll be good to go on that. Let's see. If I put this on my computer and get a new computer, can I transfer it? Yes. Winners. Oh, look, they're saying, well, no, we're getting the winners. We're getting the winners. It's like an airplane ticket, right? Yeah, right. They just go on with it. I've been doing a faster job working on the 26th version, keeping the wizard available. Rich, I appreciate that. I knew I have gotten beat the hell up in other groups, and I don't let it phase me. Like, oh, the new owner is money hungry. They just want to go. Matt said it would never be a subscription, and that's the first thing I'm trying. No, I gave plenty of warning. I said this is what was going to happen because we had 2 options. It was either going to be a subscription or it was going away completely. I got beat up because, our Black Friday specials weren't as good as years past. And then the person who said that, I looked and they haven't ordered in years. So how would they even know? Because they never ordered during a Black Friday special. But it was just another reason, I think, for them to kind of talk shit. And I'll be real with you. It is what it is. If you find pleasure in beating on others, that's on you, dog, not me. Like I'm good with, as my good friend, Aaron Montgomery. Where's his book? Where's his book? Where's his book? Shameless plug, Aaron. Aaron's probably not even watching, but Aaron Montgomery. You got 2 books there. Um, you know, a rising tide raises all boats, and that's what we want to do. I will say this, our Black Friday, for us having garbage specials, according to some, we beat last year when it was all matte. So I took that as a win. And we are changing things up. There's things that, I know not everybody's happy, but change happens. At the end of the day, you know, our family, we went from one family to another, the Vasalos to the Downings, and it's here to support us, our family, you, your family. I know each one of you have it in you to have a successful business and can do it. I went through our story time and time again with it, and you can catch us in the morning as we go over those things because I know each one of you have it, and I'm surrounded by an incredible team between Pilar and Crystal and Corey and Linda behind the scenes over taking care of the Facebook group for us, and G helping us over on the back end of our CRM. We have a lot of people that you just don't know. Shelby and his team for really crushing it. With us on the development side of it. It is a group effort. And we're doing our best with what we have. Is everything perfect? No. Will it get there? Yes. Some people are pissed that we don't have, the storefront yet. I don't know if we ever will because of just that's another payroll. It's another thing to add in there. And we want to focus and make sure that everything is tight here before we keep adding other things because once you start doing other things, you become a jack of all trades and a master in none. We want to master this before we can move on from it. So, soapbox off. There it is for it. I don't need to go into the chat anymore. Yeah, because it's over there. We got that one for that. Let's see. I've lived in 4 different places since my TRW. I love it. I love it. Uh, Hopefully each and every time it's gotten warmer, right? Hopefully there for it. Uh, did they put it up there for it? Because we're about at our time to be able to go there. We're gonna work on that form for it because that was one of the things where I like, oh, we can get that for it. I am an enabler. I am an enabler. I think I explained it. Yes. Yep. You'll be able to use that towards mini packs, towards artwork, towards everything that's on there. Pretty much anything but gift cards, subscriptions, and the featured designer stuff. So Pilar and Crystal. I think pretty much everything else we should be good to go with it. If you purchase a new version of Corel Draw and TRW, which version of Corel do I purchase for the new version of TRW? Do I need to purchase another TRW license? No, if you get upgrade, if you're on the subscription of Corel right now, you'll be fine. So you'll be good to go with that. Nowhere to go. My bed is going to still be in the same place, barring a random earthquake. That would be wild. That would be wild. Earthquake that comes on here, and you should be fine with that. All right. Yes, as long as it's graphic suite. Oh, was that for what did I miss? Did she give it in here for Corel 21? Yes, we should be good to go on that. As we go through here, I only have I only know 3 answers. I don't know what that was for. If we didn't select it last month, do we just rebuy this month? Yes. Yep. That's what we need to do. And that's what we figured out. If we want the renewal to happen later in the month, should we order this? Yes. Yeah, if you want it to happen later in the month, yes, because that'll be there for it. Let's see. Let's see. Am I missing anything else in here before we get to the drawing? I think that listing might be color coded on the main page for Pilar. Which one? Which one's there with it? Yeah, they need to get paid for it. I'm not about that at all. And that's so. And there was a lot of people that were upset about that. That they didn't, like they should be included. There wasn't with it, and I told them that from the get go. I said, how do we fix this? So that we make sure that you guys get paid, because there's a lot of times where, it's off, tons of sales off designs and that. And so they really weren't making anything. And I said, do we create a separate category? Because I wanted to get, empower them to, do as much of that. And you can ask them. I absolutely hate the commission side of it because it is I don't have the payroll person, the accountant person that's doing all of that. I have the accounting team that I have to give all the numbers to, but I don't have that middleman that just handles all that for me. So that just creates more time for me, but it creates more money for them. So they know that I I hate doing it. And every time they say we appreciate it, and I know they do, and they know by now. Just let them vent about this, and then it'll be fine because it is. It's not going anywhere with it, but uh, it's part of being the business owner, switching from the the purchaser to now the owner. There's a whole lot of roles that got switched up there for it, so that way it's there. Um, I love all. I said this. I love all the designs, but can't look through them. See which is which. I would love. Oh, a sword option. I will say that's probably not something that Shift for Shop can do. If it is, we will definitely look into it to be able to sort them. But they do have themes. If you go, I don't know if you've seen it. Let me bring up this here, and I'll make me down here, and we'll go in here. If you go to designs, right? First, you can select from designs here. But if we go, I think if we go under Shop All, you have the new designs, right? But if we go, like, if we're looking for rhinestone designs, right? We can shop by the theme. So we can shop by the theme and we can come in here and then here's all of our themes for so like holiday right now. Holiday. Now we're looking at Christmas. And now here's all the Christmas and that's where the new ones are. There's the scary nutcracker, but Hattie really loves that one. These are her two favorite nutcrackers, and that was there. There's Mrs. Claus. Mr. Claus is hanging out here. We've got a couple more word art ones coming for it. Where's Mr. Claus? I see Mrs. Claus. Oh, there's Mr. Claus. Mr. Claus is right there. He's hiding over on this side from it. So we got both of them there for it. But yeah, you can come in here that way and search for it. And here's what I mean. Like this one I know is a TRW design. So brand, the Rhinestone World. That's what we're looking at right here is the brand. If it's the Rhinestone World, you are good to go. If it is right here, Pilar, you say, thank you, I will pay full price for that because my credits are no good, ma'am. That's what it is. So that's how we do that. Okay. Let's see as we go through there. We can see if there's a way to separate out the other designs. If you get designs right, yep. Then I just we just do that chronological. We'll look and see. I just don't have a whole lot of faith in what we're doing for it. Do we get the monthly version and the initial payment at the same time? Yes, if you're a new purchaser, you purchase the $100 new user and the monthly payment at the same time, and then you'll just get charged back on that. So yeah, and see, they don't make mini packs, so you can use credits on mini packs. And I go back and forth on that. Mini packs and standalone designs because I know as a purchaser sometimes, it's like, oh, here's a mini pack. I really only wanted one thing out of that, and I got to spend the money on it. So you guys, this is where Hall of Fame will come in because we'll ask, would you guys always prefer just standalone ones, or would you like a bundle once in a round, one, a pack of them, a full pack? Let me know so that way we know how to do with that. Absolutely. I said, I could give everybody who walked through the door $100 bill, and somebody would bitch that I didn't give them $200. That's just what it is. I know it was great because I had to go look. I'm like, oh, and I will say this: I love our customers. I love our friends because I find out a lot of this. I'm like, I don't care. Like I really don't. I'm focused on my business. I don't care what Johnny up the street's doing. I don't care about this. Does it hurt sometimes when people say things? Yeah, because they don't know the stuff behind the scenes. They don't know the hey. I was up, I was in the office before 5 this morning working through everything here, pulling orders, shipping orders, meetings, getting stuff set up with the website, getting stuff with this, getting other things set up with it. And it is now 9 p.m. at night. I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't eat lunch. I haven't eaten dinner. I've had a Celsius and a quarter and a couple waters, and that's it. And it's just been work, work, work. And I'm not saying this so that woe is me. I'm just saying when you want something, you're gonna work your ass off for it. And I said I will eat shit sandwiches. So maybe next week I can, I'll do that now so I can have peanut butter and jelly next week. And then the week after that, I might be able to move up to lunch meat. Then I get these things called hot sandwiches. Ooh, balling then. I will put in the work to do what needs to be done. And that's what a lot of us do. I don't worry about the noise outside of there for it. Monthly credit, coupon code. Yes. The coupon code on there. Use that. And listen, don't abuse that. We were able to see it. And this happened in the Hall of Fame. And I won't call those people out that were taking those codes and giving them to people that weren't in the Hall of Fame so that way they could get free swag and free stuff with it. And that's crap. Don't do that. If that does become an issue, the credits will stop. And I hate to do that, but when when we're trying to help out those, and there's some people that want to feel like they need to give stuff out. Come on, yeah, come on now. Romeo's 24 inches. Juliet's the smaller one. Romeo's the bigger one for it. There's a chance. And I'm not going to say the biggest thing is the amount that we have to buy to get it at a price that makes it affordable for you guys to purchase. And that's kind of where the big deal is with stuff. So it's there. Yes. Yep, because it'll be the 29.99 plus the 100 if you do not already have the wizard, and that way you're already going with it. Let's see. I'm gonna get through all of these. Not upcoming webinars, yes. So not upcoming webinars, just previous ones. No one gift cards, correct? We do offer mentoring, and our mentorship community. Now that this month's focus on Wizard, I talked with my team on the community building, and we're flushing that out to make sure everything is good to go with that, and then mentoring. I do have because time is limited. I have a handful of people that are paying anywhere from $250 a month to $1,000 a month. It just depends on how much time that they're buying from me. And I'm like, here's my rate. This is how much you tell me how much it is, and this is what it costs, and that's what it is. So we do that. $125 an hour. You can figure it out and what it is for it. But we do that because we got a lot going on, and that we help develop plans, we help put things in place, and sometimes we're that voice of reason to tell you when to stop and when to start, and to be the shoulder to cry on. And we understand because we've been there. If you've experienced it, we've probably been through it in the years that we've done this for. Let's see. So yes, changing that. So TRW own designs. Oh yeah, that would be a good way for it, wouldn't it? So that way we have it for it. you know, Pilar needs to put her little logo on it, her little logo or something on it. So that way, just a little easier for it. All right, are we caught up there with it? Let's see. I think so. I don't think I've missed anything. I've been trying to do good, and it looks like everything has been answered already in there for it. If not, I'm gonna first up, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and draw for the winner that has been the 5 or 6 year member, right? Right? Yeah, 5 or 6 year member. I'm going to do that. I'm going to copy here. I'm going to come in here. We're going to draw that one out of the way first. But guess what? We get this thing that Hudson loves. He loves the drum roll bongo. So that was too early. That winner right there for a mini pack of choice right there. Pinstripe 24. Congratulations. 5 or 6 year member. You have been winner chicken dinner on that. Now, for the other one, let's see. I got to go find the response form because we went way over on that. So we gave you guys plenty. We give you plenty of time on that. View and sheets. I'm going to come over here and what's your shipping address, Crystal? Crystal puts middle of nowhere. All right, Crystal, I see you. Okay, I love. I will tell you this: some of the best things are said in the comments of orders and of that. So here's what we'll do because I need to share this screen now. Now, if we come in here and where is it? Where is it? Where is that? I need to stop sharing that. No. Oh, nope, because I can just move it over there. Yeah, yeah, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. I can do that. I can love you like that. Mhm. Here it is. Wheel of names, baby. Wheel of names. Now, this is everybody that filled out the form. Wheel of names is my favorite thing because I don't really have to do much of it. So put me down in the corner. Wheel of names. Where all we have to do is we got to count down. Ready? We got to click to spin. Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, 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 oh. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to click to spin and let's see what happens. Give us a winner, 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 winner. Rosalie. There's our winner. Look at that. See? It's not rigged. right there. Rustling. Thank you so much. You, my friend, have won a mini pack of choice. You have 2 weeks to claim that. Make sure to enter the SKU, just email that in, and you'll be good to go with that. Now, with that being said, Crystal is giving us let's see, uh, added to the live sheet too. So it's either the live sheet. Yeah, where's the link for the live sheet? Crystal, can you use the live sheet? Or Pilar, you're typing. I see Pilar typing. Can you get me the link to the live sheet? And I will copy those names and do that same thing and put in here so that we can see it. Wheel of names, man. Wheel of names are pretty legit for it, so that way we can look at that. Pilar, what am I looking at? What did you circle? I haven't seen that. What am I looking at? I don't know. Thank you so much for doing that. Now I can come in here and grab those names, right? Because today 12/2, right? And these ones, all right. Here it is. These are our new winners on that, our new welcome new wizard subscribers. So we're going to clear all these names out. Boom. We're going to replace them with these names. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Looky, looky, looky. And I think what if we shuffle, it'll shuffle them around. And then if we click it on the count of 1, 2, 3, roly, 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 roly. And the winter is Yeah, Patty. Patty, congratulations. You have won a mini pack of choice. You have 2 weeks to claim your prize. Just email in. Wait, wait, wait. Okay. Wait, wait, wait. Wait, wait, wait. Patty, you won. Patty, you won. All right. Crystal said there is one more that added in there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the new one. Patty, you won. We already called it. Patty, you won, but that's not fair to Donald because I screwed up. So we'll remove there, and then we're going to add Donald in because you see how simple and easy that was, right? Nope. I just want to copy that one. There it is. We're going to add Donald right here. We're going to shuffle, 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 shuffle. We're going to draw another one because I screwed up. So now, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And I was going to say, if it goes Donald, that would have been awesome. Debbie, thank you. Debbie, you are the winner of a mini pack of choice. Go ahead. You have 2 weeks to claim that. Go ahead, email in, and we will get that there. All right. How's that? Was that a good way to do that? I think that's how I want to do all the drawings now, where we'll have the email, we'll have the form for you to fill out, and then just put them in there for it. We'll still have the ones in there that. But anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns, things you want to do? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Annette. Okay, Annette. Custom workspace. Yes, they're custom workspace. Let me pull that back up because Crystal's going to walk me through it because I know that it's there, and we're gonna get it up here because it's Crystal. Let's see, Crystal can help us out with that, right? Because it is it the right click up here, and it is customize workspace right there. So customize workspace. That's where you're looking at right there for it. And how did I get there for it? Up here in the toolbar, I just right clicked and there was customize and there is workspace. So that helped? I think that helped. I think that's there for it. Let me know. Questions, comments, concerns. I really want to see what you guys. This part here is amazing. And you guys, yours isn't going to say Vassallo. Yours is going to say Wizard. So that won't be there, but we will go over all the stuff, more in depth and the different things that we have with it. I love like just having the rhinestone options of the different colors. And like I said, you're going to get updates on stuff. So that way we can get it all there for it. And that way we get it. But I really do appreciate that for you. And you don't have that on that. If you just right click up here, you don't have customize and then workspace. Weird. Weird. That is above. That is above my pay grade because yeah, I have. Oh, it should be okay. So you have krill. Well, you have 20. What was that? 20. Let's see. I'm just gonna Google it. Customize workspace. Customize workspace. Corel Draw 2024. And we're just gonna see. We'll see what it is. Oh, for fishing that was there with it. I don't want to. I don't want somebody else's video to stuff to come up. Corel Draw has it on here, and we're gonna see where it is on their standard, and then if it's there, server demand. You know what? Here, customize your Corel Draw workspace for efficiency. When was this posted? This was posted 8 months ago, so we should be good. And this is straight from Corel, so I'm gonna copy that and I will post that over. I'll link that here so that see if that helps you for it, because that way we should be good to go on there for it. And there it is. So that way to see if it's there. Um, oh, there it is. Not stand. Oh, ew, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Here it is with it. So we got all the information there. We got everything you need. If you guys need anything, and if you have Wizard install, if you have any questions on that, I'm gonna one more time post up the link to the Wizard troubleshooting checklist. So that way you'll have that as well. And we'll make sure to get this posted out. We'll do lots of videos. We'll do lots of stuff with it. So that way we can have it right there for it. And then it should be there for it. Plar, that's what we just did. We just right clicked at the top and it wasn't there. So yeah, you should be good with that. Okay. Now tomorrow morning, tomorrow morning will be morning mindset 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Really excited about that. We're getting back into our kind of regular format after the weekend. We had a good time with it. So you guys have an amazing weekend, amazing week. Just amazing. Just be amazing. Hopefully your Black Friday. Hopefully everything is going rock solid for you, and you guys will be good to go with it. And until next time. We did it. We did it. We did it. We launched Wizard. Yeah. 8 years in the making. Super excited. Now I can not. I can now I can go eat or something. So, all right, you guys have a great night. We'll be back in here in 11 hours. Right? 11 hours. Until next time. Peace, love. Press on. We will see you then.